Polonnaruwa in Sri Lanka is home to the rock monastery known as Gal Vihara. Polonnaruwa became the capital of Sri Lanka in the 8th century, and from the 12th century was the center of the Theravada tradition of Buddhism in Sri Lanka. At this temple, there are several colossal stone images of the Buddha depicting significant moments of his life. These figures attest to the popularity of the historical Buddha and his teachings among followers of the Theravada tradition, which gained strength under the Sinhalese Buddhist rulers of Sri Lanka. Buddhism has been practiced on the island of Sri Lanka for over 2,000 years, and possibly from the time of the Buddha, who, according to the legends, traveled there 3 times. In the 2nd millennium, Theravada Buddhism flourished under the Sinhalese rulers of Sri Lanka, resulting in the construction of great monuments and the spread of Buddhism by Sri Lankan monks into Southeast Asia. In the 12th century, under the rule of the Sinhalese king Parakramabahu, 1153 to 1186, some of Polonnaruwa's most remarkable Buddhist art and architecture was created. Parakramabahu built everything on a massive scale, including palaces, gardens, water tanks, and a number of Buddhist monasteries. At his northern monastery, he commissioned huge statues of the historical Buddha, the only Buddha revered in the Theravada tradition, to be carved out of the rock face as a monument to the teachings of the Buddha. Polonnaruwa boasts a large stone stupa, built in the traditional manner, with a dome surmounted by a rectangular section and tapered spires, but with minimal surface decoration. One figure from Gal Vihara is of the Buddha seated in the lotus position with hands in the meditation gesture. He is simple and serene, echoing the direct, uncomplicated doctrine of the Theravada tradition, which stresses the solitary individual path to enlightenment. One of the most remarkable figures at Gal Vihara is of the Buddha lying on his right side at the moment of his death and final enlightenment. The figure is approximately 14 meters long, and the gentle face, the graceful curves of the body, and the delicately carved robes that cling to his form are reminiscent of the Indian Buddhist sculpture of the Gupta period, particularly the stone reclining Buddha at Ajanta. It depicts the parinirvana of the Buddha, who is lying on his right side with the right arm supporting the head on a bolster, while the left arm lies along the body and thigh. The palm of the right hand and the soles of the feet have a single lotus flower carved on them. This figure is all the more remarkable as it is carved out of a rock face, and the grain of the rock appears to be flowing gently along the length of the reclining Buddha's body. Unlike the other images, the reclining image does not have a decorated pedestal and lies on leveled bare rock. Next to the Buddha is a figure in monk's robes with his arms crossed. This may be Ananda, who continued teaching the Buddha's way after the latter's death. His standing figure is graceful and calm as he contemplates the true meaning of the Buddha's passing. The image is almost 7 meters tall and stands on a low pedestal shaped like a lotus. It leans back in a relaxed manner, its arms folded across its chest. Sockets cut into the rock behind these figures are evidence that each figure was originally enshrined within a separate wooden enclosure.